sa inyong lahat. Magandang gabi, magandang umaga, nasaan man kayo. Nalagay sa mundong ibabaw. Talagang nakakalungkot ang development na nangyari about kay PRRD, about sa kaso niya sa International Criminal Court. Isang desisyon na nakakapanghina ng loob kung talagang isipin natin. Alam ko na hindi lang ako ang naghihintay para sa desisyon na ito. It has been actually tomorrow, guys, napaka-consequential yung decision. Very significant as well. Kasi tomorrow marks the 11th month of the continued detention of an 80-year-old former head of state of the Republic of the Philippines sa loob ng ICC detention facility. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear compatriots, it is better for me to talk in English because I know that employees of the ICC, I know that people who are part of the Office of the Prosecutor, I know that those who also belong to the Office of the Public Counsel for Victims, PERUS, and look into also belong to the Office of the Public Counsel for Victims, PERUS, and look into my lives, and they are also associating all of our position that we are basically manipulating the judicial process, where in fact I strongly do not conform or concur to that. And I think this is also resonated to the thousands, if not millions, of supporters of the former president. To all of you, I am talking directly to all of you, those who are lurking in the shadows, trying to look into the videos and using it against the former president. Our role here is to show to all of you that amidst the charges hurled against the former president, he is not afraid to face them because he has done nothing wrong. It is given that there are people who can be categorized as detractors of the former president, and they want him inside the custody of the detention facility of ICC. He wants to curtail his freedom. He wants to curtail his human rights, even though it is a known fact that he is nothing but an accused. There's no conviction as to whether he is guilty of the crimes hurled against him. I know that you are looking into how the supporters show our love and support for him, and probably you are puzzled by the fact that the former president remains popular. In fact, double the popularity, or if not triple the popularity that he received when he ran for public office, taking on the challenge to run as the President of the Republic of the Philippines. You may not understand the dynamics as to why this person is well loved and adored by millions of people, including myself, because you do not understand what we have gone through as a country. We are on the brink of becoming a narco state. our societies were definitely devastated, ruled by the permeating problems of drugs, killing the thousands of people in the process, destroying families, destroying lives. All crimes were known in our society. Were you there to assist us when that happened? Did you proactively present yourself to provide solution? The answer is definitely, or the statement is rhetorical. We need not your help during the times that it was difficult for us. It was us, through the leadership of former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, that we have determined our fate. That he led the country to greater heights, and that safety and security were present in our society. I am speaking in English because I want these individuals to understand the sentiment of the supporters like myself. Para akong maiyak din. Okay. We have determined our path as a sovereign country and an independent state. That we, especially through the leadership of the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, has taken seriously the problems of criminality, drugs, and more. I would like to say that we, the supporters, are very much saddened by your decision, siding with the arguments of the Office of the Prosecutor and the arguments of the Office of the Public Counsel for Victims. You did not take into account humanitarian consideration that this person is already 80 years old. That this person is already frail and with ailments. He consistently showed his resilience. For tomorrow, 7 months na po. It saddens my heart, and I felt very devastated by the manner that you have appreciated the position of the defense team, where in fact, if you are indeed a court of law rather, if you value human rights as what this country is supposed to be known for, you should have considered granting the interim release, a provisionary freedom of the old man. A provisionary freedom of the old man that will not influence the proceeding, the judicial proceeding. How hard is it for you to give an accused, an 80-year-old man, the necessary treatment, or the rightful treatment rather, of giving him an interim release? How difficult it is for you guys to consider his human rights as well. you didn't even bother thinking of his human rights. You basically did not take into account the sentiments of the thousands, if not millions of people. Mga kababayan, sabihin ko lang po sa inyo, yung ina-update ko po sa inyo, these are known public records, publicly accessible records for everyone to look at. Hindi po yan parang insider information na hindi dapat ilabas, hindi. Even the media will report these things. So I am not actually doing something that could be out of the ordinary. I am delivering this information in the confines within the framework of what is righteous, what is ethical, and what is easily verifiable. So, mahirap po talaga yung kondisyon ni PRRD kasi kung hindi naman po tayo mag-cover, ang gagawin, kung hindi po tayo mag-cover mga kababayan, ang gagawin po nila is that they're going to spin the story and they're going to make a propaganda out of it. So it's very much important to have a something that is objective, without narrative, without position, without angle, but just the plain and simple context of what can be categorized as an objective reporting of the situation. Yan po ang totoo. Kaya po sa inyong lahat ng mga kababayan who thinks that we should not be informing people of what's happening, then you will be looped into the dark na lang. Now, hindi na malaman ng mga tao, yan po ba ang gusto ninyo? Hindi malaman ng mga tao, karaniwang mamamayang katulad natin dito, na wala, yung iba walang access sa mga impormasyon na yan. So, atin na pong ginagawa ng solusyon para malaman ng buong mundo ng taong bayan anong nangyayari kay PRRD. Yan po ang totoo. Now, to the court, to the ICC, especially to those individuals who are tasked to look into the supporters' point of view, I hope that you're also going to report that former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte will remain to have a popular support, an overwhelming, undying, and unwavering love and support until the time that he will be released and will be brought back to the Philippines. That is a fact. And this is something that you have never seen, that you will never see in any other country unique to the Philippines as part of our culture of giving back to the person who gave everything, in fact, who gave most of his life to public office in order to advance the interest and the welfare of his people and the country. So wala pong dapat ikahiya, wala pong dapat ipangamba ang mga mamamayan sa pinagagawa natin. Kasi ito ay nagsisilbing simbolo ng ating pagmamahal sa isang taong binigay ng buong buo ang kanyang buhay para po sa bayan at para po sa mamamayang Pilipino. So huwag po kayo mag-alala. Share the live. Let the whole world know what it is that we're trying to voice out. We are crying foul to a decision that is erroneous. A decision that did not take into account the reality that this person is an old, weak, frail man with ailments. Mga kababayan, with ailments, with cognitive deficiencies, no, cognitive impairment rather, with physical troubles, diba? Let us be united. Let us be in solidarity. Tomorrow, we have an event, mga kababayan. everyone is welcome. An inclusive approach of praying. Let us be together in prayer for the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Let us stand in solidarity for the old man. Let us not forget what he has done for our country and his countrymen. Hayaan niyo yung mga bashers, guys. And to you, President Marcos, you let this happen. You have your hands in this. You have your hands dirty, together with everybody else who exerted a collective effort to bring the former president into the ICC custody. Look what you have done to our country. Look what you have done to the Filipino people. We became a laughingstock of the countries. You rejoice in what seemed to be a direct affront to our sovereignty. Diba? They should have continued the hearing. They're contradicting themselves. Totoo lang pala, there's no evidence. No, actually, if you're going to continue the hearing, mga kababayan, that means that you're not according the former president the due process that he deserves. Kasi nga, he's already unfit to stand trial. Why would you want to continue the hearing? Diba? I don't think that is a wise move or a wise statement to say that the hearing should have been continued. No, you should not continue a hearing, most especially if the person cannot already have developed cognitive impairment. That's already unfair. You're putting the man into unfair position.